Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. I will be streaming the Alabama and Oklahoma game on Friday night, and I will be streaming the Miami and Texas A&M game on Saturday afternoon at noon. What is up, Big Kev? What is up, Robert? Millis, Vanillis, Thomas, Trip, Baylor Man. Georgia Tech is in a bad way. Yeah, well, a lot of teams are in a bad way. They lost Buster Faulkner to Florida, and it looks as if possibly Aaron Philo will be following suit, following his
delivery to stay
former offensive coordinator
holidays. She lives across the country
to Florida. So I don't think there's any official announcement on that yet, but it does look that way. I don't know if I'll watch the bowl game tonight, but I do have a bet on it. I bet the over. And you should too. Actually, don't do what I say. You shouldn't bet it. Guess what else is happening tonight? For all you basketball fans out there, I think the game's starting right now, actually. Clemson versus South Carolina in bouncy ball. Yes, Clemson's favored by 13 points in that game. I think Clemson's lost 2 in a row. They started out strong, they lost a couple in a row. Boy, South Carolina must be bad to be a 13-point underdog to Clemson. Are they bad at everything? Is there anything that South Carolina's good at? Well, women's basketball. There you go. Well, what you need is Brent Key needs to go out and get a quarterback out of the portal. I've heard rumors. And it would be funny too if Lagway went to Georgia Tech. Although I don't know if Georgia Tech is willing to pay him what he wants. I'm sure he wants upwards of a couple $1 million for one season, if I had to guess. Clemson versus Penn State. When are they playing? December the 27th. $3 million to Philo? Well, shit. Should be able to do all right then. If you can pay Philo $3 million, you should be able to pay that to anybody you want. Stephen King coming out with a new Reiner-based film. Yeah, well, that was a horror. That was a horror movie, what happened to Reiner. Well, I'm just waiting on my co-host to show up, and we'll get the show started as soon as he gets here. He usually shows up fashionably late. Actually, I take that back. Fashionably and Sea Dog don't really go in the same sentence. Did you guys know he doesn't even own a pair of pants? I'm not kidding. Sea Dog doesn't even own a pair of pants. Which is almost unbelievable, but I didn't believe it until I asked his wife. I was like, does he really not own any pants? And she said, yeah, he doesn't own any pants. I said, you got to be shitting me. So it is true. It is weird. Well, speak of the devil. Here we go. Let's start the show. What is up, Sea Dog? How you guys doing?
Hey man, what's going on?
How's it going? You got some pants on right now, or are you free balling it?
I got shorts on, not pants.
Yeah. Do you think now that you're a dad, that it's time to buy some pants?
Nah.
No.
Just because I'm a dad doesn't mean my legs will get cold all of a sudden.
Yeah. I guess it's a good thing you live in Georgia. But it was 22 degrees yesterday and today.
Oh, it's been freezing.
Did you wish you had some pants, or?
No. If I wore pants, my legs would get just way too hot.
In 22 degrees, your legs would be too hot.
Yes.
Okay.
My legs get hot. It really pisses me off.
All right, let's see who's here real quick. I hear a little Sea Dog too back there.
Yeah, I'm feeding him right now.
Okay.
While my wife's eating dinner.
Big Kev is here. Robert's here. Millis Vanillis, Thomas, Baylor Man, Trip Hicks, Jay Shipe says, man, Georgia Tech just can't have anything nice. Oh, man. Jeremy's here. Jeremy Garland, Steve Jones. Ballard's here. Ballard Sports Media. Pete, what is up, bro? What's up, Ballard? Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. Knifey Buckeye. Hey, I heard today some ACC teams next season will be playing 8 conference games and some playing 9. How is that possible? Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. I don't really know the full answer on that, but I do know some of it. Tiger and the Boro is here. Shoot 'em 556 says Philo. Thank you for the super chat, Joel. Florida better body Georgia if they're gonna gut Tech.
I agree. Florida, it's about time to start producing some freaking results if you're gonna pick us apart like that.
And Buster Faulkner did y'all dirty, didn't he?
Yeah, it is what it is. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, he pulled a low-level Lane Kiffin on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did. Atypical Gump is here. All right, everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up because YouTube really cares, even if I don't, which I don't, but YouTube really does. So, and I work for them, so it is what it is. All right, let's start with the Georgia Tech thing. Then we'll talk about the ACC rumors that are going around, and then we'll talk about some of these ACC bowl games. But I saw you uploaded the video. I just saw that you uploaded it right before I started the show, so I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But I know what I pretty much know what you probably said in it. Rumors are
I've had a little bit different of a reaction from the rest of.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, can you give us like a recap or?
Yeah,
First
sure.
of all,
Well, obviously losing Philo is a huge loss.
Is that set in stone yet?
Yeah, he's entered the transfer portal.
All right, so he's definitely leaving then.
He's announced his.
All right, I didn't know that part of it. Okay.
Yeah, he's gone. And he's going to Florida.
He's definitely going to Florida.
It's like basically decided. They haven't announced it yet. They've announced that he's leaving. Haven't announced that he's going to Florida, but he's going to Florida.
Well, it does make the most sense, yeah.
He's been in negotiation. It's not just that makes sense. That he's been in negotiations with them, and they're paying him $3 million. So
I don't. That seems like a weird move to me. How much time has Philo played at Georgia Tech?
He's played a few games. Sometimes he, like last year or whatever, we did like a dual quarterback thing. That's how we beat Miami. And then he started against NC State and beat them. And then he's had some garbage time. Yeah,
that's to me, and I don't know. Maybe Philo's going to be great. Maybe he'll be great at Florida. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know how good Philo's going to be, but it seems to me as if $3 million to transfer to Florida is an awful lot, an awful big gamble by Florida.
He's played good when he's been in like real game situations, and also Buster. There's no other team that would pay that much for him without knowing.
Yeah, right.
Without knowing him, it's just because Buster went there and convinced them to, basically bring him in.
Is Buster now is he like the biggest hated guy in Atlanta now? I mean,
yeah. Look, here's my thing with Buster. I never liked him. Now I loved his play calling and him as a OC, but I don't know if you remember, from the minute that he took the job, for those of you that don't know, he used to be an analyst for Georgia, right? And he apparently worked closely with Stetson Bennett. And in 2022, at the end of the season, we hired him, but we hired him as he was still working as an analyst at Georgia. Instead of coming to be our offensive coordinator, he wanted to, after he had already got the job, finish out the season with Georgia and go to the all the way to the national championship.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
I do. You don't see anything wrong with that?
Well, what if Georgia Tech was the team that was in the playoffs and he got a job somewhere else? Wouldn't you want him to finish out with Georgia Tech?
You're talking about an offensive analyst versus an offensive coordinator. I mean, it's a huge job, and there's tons of stuff you could be doing for your new job, recruiting.
I understand all that. I admire these coaches, whether it's an analyst or a coach, that stick around and finish out the season before they move on.
Well,
that's just my personal.
Whether you like it or not, he made it clear where his loyalties lie from the very beginning. You know what I mean?
Hold on now. So you're turning this into a Georgia thing.
I mean, it's just that maybe it's Georgia, maybe it's something else, but it's not Georgia Tech. That's what I figured. And I always knew. I'm surprised we kept him as long as we did. I thought he'd be gone, way sooner than he actually did leave. So not to say that, it's okay or that we lost him or whatever. It's still a huge loss. It's just that I saw it coming. I didn't necessarily think Philo would follow him. I mean, I knew it was a possibility. Because
I think that Philo's a huge gamble for Florida.
Well, Buster's the one that recruited him. He's Buster's guy. Buster convinced them to bring him in. Otherwise, you wouldn't pay $3 million for a backup. Buster convinced them that. Buster knows what Philo is capable of. That's why they did that. Now, Buster and Philo have a very close personal relationship.
Obviously, a $3 million one.
Which is why Philo's going there. So it's possible that this is well, they're not related, so I don't know if it counts as nepotism, but you know what I mean. Like a favoritism thing. I don't know if that's the case or whatever. It could be bad. I mean, Florida's been bad for a long time. and cycled through coaches for a long time. So it could end up badly, which would be funny as payback for what they've done to us. But
so Faulkner, is he coaching in the bowl game?
Florida is in a bowl?
No.
Really? Oh, in our bowl?
Yeah, your bowl.
No.
Hold on now. So they're
No.
so
he stays at Georgia, but not at Tech. No.
so Florida's head coach in waiting is coaching in their bowl games, their postseason games, but Faulkner isn't.
Exactly. Yeah.
What?
He's coaching the Tulane. Yeah. And Georgia and Buster
damn.
Faulkner will stay at Georgia for their national championship, but won't stay at Georgia Tech. You see what I'm saying?
All right. So walk me through the quarterback situation as it stands right now at Georgia Tech. So Haynes King's Haynes King's gone, right?
After this year.
Yeah, he's gone.
We got him for the bowl game.
Yeah, after the bowl game, he's gone. Philo's off to Florida. Where do they go? Are you? I mean, is there somebody on the team that you think is going to be the next starter at Georgia Tech, or are you guys gonna have to hit the transfer portal for somebody?
So we have a guy who is the same age as Philo. He's been there just as long as Philo. We recruited them both at the same time, but he's always been behind Philo. He's not as good as Philo. So a lot of people are looking to him, and I'm like, I'm not so sure. You know, Philo, like you said, has played good in the past, but is still an unproven. So this guy's even more of a risk. Like, I really don't think that we're going to roll with him. His name's Graham Knowles. And, you know, he was a quarterback from Texas or whatever, you know, borderline 4-star, but I don't know. He just hasn't, you know, he hasn't worked his way up. He was behind Philo all those years. He still is. I don't know about Knowles. I think we at least need to bring in a portal quarterback for some competition.
Have you brought anybody in through recruiting? Is there a hot shot freshman or something that's on the coming in this year? Or?
Yeah, we at the last second this year on signing day, we got a 4-star quarterback commit. So
okay.
So you know that I mean, yeah, but you don't want to go with a true freshman.
Yeah, right. We had a true freshman guy. That was the last second.
That'd be last resort. But yes, we do have that. So we have, and then we have one guy I think that we got last year, if I'm not mistaken, but he was I don't remember. So the fact is, it's not a great situation in the quarterback room right now.
So the funny thing is, DJ Lagway has announced that he's hitting the transfer portal for Florida.
Yeah.
With Buster Faulkner coming in, and obviously Philo coming in with him now. Yeah. There's reports out there that that Lagway's being linked to an ACC team. Which ACC team that is, I don't know. I tend to believe
Miami.
It's probably Miami or maybe Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville.
But I mean, who knows? I mean, there's 17 ACC teams, so who knows which team it could be. Clemson's probably might be looking for one. Clemson actually recruited Lagway heavily. Dabo did.
Really?
Oh yeah. Okay, that was Clemson was one of his top 3 picks before he ended up going to Florida. So,
oh, wow. Okay.
Now I don't think that's going to happen just because of the transfer portal and the NIL thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe SMU. Who knows?
Georgia Tech. Hey, I wouldn't mind. What if we swapped?
So that was where I was going with this. It would be hilarious is if Buster Faulkner went to Florida and took Philo with him, and then Georgia Tech signed Lagway. It would be like
I mean, we still have our quarterbacks coach. We rehabilitated Haynes King from he had a terrible reputation at Texas A&M. So honestly, whatever the staff chooses, I would trust.
Yeah.
But thank you, Trip Hicks. He says Grady Adamson. Yeah, Grady Adamson was like a 3-star we recruited last year or something. So I don't really expect to look to him for the role. I think we're going in the portal. There's a few names. Lagway. Who else isn't? who's the Old Dominion quarterback everybody's wanting?
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Cole something?
Yeah.
Cole?
I read a list of 100 different portal people today, and they're all jumbling up in my mind. But
Coleslaw? Not coleslaw.
Coleslaw.
Old Dominion quarterback. I have to look at Old Dominion quarterback. It's Colton Joseph. So
He's got two first names. Don't trust him. Actually, his name is backwards.
Yeah, you're right. It
Yeah,
is backwards.
Colton is a last name, and Joseph is a first name. His name is backwards.
What's up with that?
No.
Yeah, Colton Joseph. Everybody wants him. He's going to be courted. So maybe, I think we're looking at actually hiring Old Dominion's offensive coordinator too. I think he's on our list. So it's possible we get their coordinator and quarterback.
Kind of like Faulkner and Philo.
Exactly.
The package deal there.
Yeah, I guess so. That's the word on the street as of now. We also interviewed, UNLV's offensive coordinator. We interviewed Chip Kelly for our offensive coordinator.
I did not know that. No.
Yeah, he was our first interview, but it's not happening. I guess they couldn't come to an agreement, but oh my goodness, he's looking so good.
Well, I'm jealous that you're interviewing for an offensive coordinator. I don't know what that's like.
So, are you retaining Riley or what?
I don't know. At this point, I'm assuming he's still going to be there. I haven't really said anything about it yet because I'm still waiting on the bowl game to happen. But I do. Garrett Riley has interviewed for several jobs. He just didn't get any of them. He interviewed for the North Texas job. He interviewed for the Coastal Carolina job as a head coach for both teams. Didn't get it.
Still, damn.
He was at practice today, coaching the quarterback.
Wow.
So I don't know, man.
Sorry about that.
I just don't know. I feel like Dabo is like trying to get him a job somewhere.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to fire him, but he wants him to leave, so he's just hoping he's. I feel like Dabo's on the phone right now, be like, this guy would be great for fit for you guys. He's a great leader. He's a great recruiter. Have you seen his play calling in the red zone? It's amazing.
Don't you feel like you did that for Tony Elliott?
Well, that's a different. No, I don't. No, that's a totally different situation.
You think so?
Oh yeah, I mean, first of all, Tony Elliott.
Tony Elliott.
Huh?
When Tony Elliott was on the hot seat whenever Virginia.
No, he was not on the hot seat with Dabo. He wasn't. Maybe with the fans.
He was on the hot seat with fans at least.
Tony Elliott's got 2 national championship rings as an offensive coordinator. So
yeah,
no,
that was a long time ago, and he was really failing.
It wasn't that long before he got that job. I mean, here's what I'm telling you: is that Tony Elliott was not on the hot seat as far as getting fired. As much as the fans were frustrated with some of his play calling and stuff, he was not on the hot seat when he took that job at Virginia. He wasn't going anywhere.
The exact situation is Garrett Riley.
Dabo was not trying to get rid of Tony Elliott. That he literally was helping him moving and trying to get him a head coaching job. I think the opposite is true with Garrett Riley. Mm-hmm. I think he wants to get Garrett Riley another job so he just gets away so he doesn't have to fire him. That's what I think. That's my opinion. Obviously, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
But
Garrett Riley seemed like an awesome hire at the time.
Well, he was the
I mean, he took TCU to the Natty.
I mean, he was the new cute girl at school is what he was. But I mean, there's a lot of teams that wanted him.
Yep. Can you see him?
I'm not looking at it, but I can look. Here we go.
Hey.
Let's get a look at Sea Dog 2 here.
Actually, I haven't shown him my camera yet.
Oh my goodness. Does he have red hair?
No.
Oh.
No. Hey. Oh, look at that boy.
How old is it? What has it been, like 2 weeks?
He's a month old now.
A month,
It's been a month already? I can't.
Yeah, wait. Before you know it, he's going to be like walking around telling you to fuck off. He's going to be a teenager. I'm telling you.
I know. I can't imagine that. Look at how strong his head is. He's holding it up.
Yeah.
Good.
He's going to need a strong neck to be a Georgia Tech fan, that's for sure.
Yeah, poor kid.
He's going to be bulletproof.
He doesn't know what's in store for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's awesome.
I miss those days.
He's awesome. I love him. It's so much fun. We've been having so much fun. He's great.
Yeah, I miss those days.
Yeah.
They're great till they start talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It goes downhill from there. Yeah.
Oh, no. He's talking now. Let me go get his passy. I'll be right back.
Yeah, exactly. Tiger Red Devil said he'll be 20 tomorrow. Yeah, my oldest, is, he's about to turn 19 now. God dang.
It's okay. That's crazy.
I know. Believe me, I know.
That's my brother. My brother's 20. Or about.
Uh-oh. He just dropped out. I'll give him a little bit of leeway here since he does have a baby in his arms. That's understandable. B Bean says that kid is a Gator. Don't speak that. Don't put that evil on him. Yeah, I want to ask him that when he comes back on. Does Sea Dog 2 know that Philo is in the portal? How old are my kids? I got a 18-year-old and a 10-year-old. My 10-year-old's about to turn 11 next month. I'm old, man. Or they're old, which makes me feel old. He looks like a Barner. Y'all are brutal. Yeah, don't tell your kid that Philo's going to Florida till after Christmas. Don't ruin his Christmas. Who is my Natty winner? That's a good question. Nobody's asked me that yet, and I haven't really thought about it, actually. I mean, I think Ohio State's the clear favorite for a reason, just because I think they're the most talented team in the country. It's hard to pick against Indiana, though. Hard to pick against Indiana. Outside chance, give me Miami.
Sorry.
I'm not even kidding. Like, I think if Miami gets hot, people forget that last year Ohio State almost didn't even make the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Alabama could win it.
Well, yeah, I mean anybody in the playoffs could win it technically.
I don't know about.
It's just about who gets hot at the right time. To me, I think Indiana is probably the most well-rounded team. I don't like the fact, for Indiana anyway, I mean, I don't like the fact that they have the Heisman winner, especially at a quarterback. It's a huge distraction. A lot of patting yourself on the back and whatnot. That usually doesn't work out well for most playoff teams when you have the Heisman winner on your team. So, but I do think Indiana's the real deal. I don't know. I like Miami. I like Indiana. I like Georgia.
I know.
It'd probably be easier for me to tell you the teams I don't think are going to win it. I don't think A&M's going to win it all. As great of a season as they had.
Yeah.
I obviously don't think either one of the group of 5 teams are going to make to win it.
I don't know about Miami.
I don't think Alabama will win it.
Alabama definitely could win it.
I don't think they will.
I don't think they will, but they could.
Well, anybody that's in it could.
I don't agree.
Why is everyone mad at Pavia? Yeah, well, it's his arrogance. The thing that I don't get is, and I tweeted about this during the Heisman ceremony. First of all, almost every year, these players show up to these Heisman ceremonies if they're a finalist in these crazy suits and outfits and crazy shoes and hats. You know, these like $1,000 suits, and Pavia comes out there with a nice suit on and a couple of gold chains, and they're like, "Oh my God, look at this Guido! Look at this guy. He looks like he's on an episode of The Sopranos." I'm like, what for? Why? Because he's got some gold chains on? I don't get. I mean,
You're saying you don't get the Pavia hate?
I understand that he can come off. He's off-putting with his comments and his arrogance. But to me,
he's like a Manziel Jr.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't think that either.
I mean, he's not like as much as Manziel, but he's definitely like he's the same cut from the same cloth, I would say.
I don't know. People have different personalities. He's got a strong personality, and I think probably being an undersized guy who is not really recruited by anybody, he's been the underdog his whole life. That's sort of his. That's sort of the persona he has. So I don't hate that.
Well, also he goes around and goes, F Indiana and F the voters and all that.
Yeah. I mean, he'd be doing a lot of the shit I'd be doing if I was in his position, so I'm not going to hate on it. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
I mean, Mendoza's obviously a very likable person and all that, but I don't think Mendoza's a better player than Pavia.
I don't know. I mean,
not in college football.
I don't know. Indiana is like transcendently good, though. And they're like,
see, that's my thing is I think that Mendoza had a better team around him than Pavia did.
I mean, you got Oregon and Ohio State in the playoffs that are both 11-1 or 12-1 in Ohio State's case. Their only loss being to Indiana.
B Bean says Pavia's mom is a 4.6 out of 10.
That's crazy. What's wrong with you?
Are you gay?
That's crazy.
Yeah, nobody thinks that except for you.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing wrong if you're gay. I mean, I support everybody's right to be gay, but that's a gay statement. Yeah, Georgia Man says my standards are 4.6 then, I guess.
Casket!
Oh, Lord.
That is typically true of Georgia fans.
All right, so there are some rumors coming out of the ACC today. One rumor is that the ACC is going to go to 9 conference games, which that is not official, and even if it is, it won't be announced till after the season is over. The other announcement is that possibly they'll be required to play 10 conference games, which in Clemson's case, they already do every year. I mean, not 10 conference games, 10 Power 4 games, 10 power games, and two non-con, whatever, FCS or Group of 5 or whatever. Huh?
We do too.
You do too. A lot of teams don't. NC State's one. There's some of
the schedules I see around the ACC are ridiculous.
Yeah, Syracuse, NC State, Boston College, these type of teams, they schedule 9 Power 4 teams and 3 cupcakes.
North Carolina, Virginia, they always seem to have insanely easy schedules.
Yeah.
We have, we
North
have
Carolina.
Colorado, Tennessee, and of course Georgia out of conference next year.
So the rumor is that they're going to go to 9 conference games like the SEC has done, like the Big 12 I think just did. I think the only conference that doesn't mandate 9 conference games is the Big 10, but I think most of them play 9 anyway. Anyway, the rumor is that there'll be certain teams that are exempt from this. Now, again, these are all rumors. And I think the reason that they're doing that is teams like Clemson, for example, who have scheduled Notre Dame for a 12-year deal starting in 2027, I think. And so if they were to go to a 9 conference game schedule and a 10 Power 4 game schedule, that would make Clemson have to eliminate Notre Dame from their schedule. And I think there's other teams that have similar deals like this going on. And so there may be certain teams that are exempt from that format. And Clemson would be one of them.
Well, we are too. We're only playing 8 Power 4 games, or 8 conference games, next year.
How many Power 4 games, though?
We're playing 11, I think. 11
Power 4 games?
I'd have to check. Yeah.
So if that's true, you might be one of the teams that exempt from it, too. It's weird.
We're only playing 8 conference games, so yeah. Hang on, let me look this up. 2026.
Yeah, look it up. While you're doing that, thank you, Joel, for the super chat. Appreciate you. My dark horse, who I think will win it all, is Oregon. No one thinking about them, but they're a sneaky insane and only have 1 loss, no Heisman. I think they can beat Texas Tech and either Bama, OU, or IU. I agree with you. I think Oregon is a sneaky team. They have already lost to IU. They lost at home and they got their ass whipped, but that was early in the year. So,
yeah, 11 freaking Power 4 games next year.
You would probably be exempt from that too. I think that's what they're going for. I think what they're trying to do here is eliminate these teams like we were talking about with North Carolina, NC State, who are scheduling, 3 Group of 5 or FCS teams. That's what they're trying to eliminate. The other thing is. And there hasn't been any official announcement on this yet, as far as I know. So this has only been announced for the past couple of hours. So there's not any details on it yet. What's up, Rag Talk?
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
Not doing too great.
Yeah, it's going around.
You sound bad.
Everything's bullshit, dude.
See, this is what you have to deal with, Sea-Dog, when you have kids. First of all, your little baby boy has not gone to school yet, and he won't go for a while. Mm-hmm. But once things happen when your kids go to school, they start bringing shit home to you.
Mm. Oh yeah, she just came in here, coughed in my face. And
that's what they do. They cough in your face.
My wife started working in college when she was getting her master's. She started working at a hospital, like an internship in the ER, and she brought home this super plague that about killed me. It was ridiculous.
Worse than the pandemic thing?
It was in 2021.
No one could survive.
Anything kindergartners bringing home is worse than COVID.
Yeah.
It's like a mutated.
No way, dude.
It is worse.
Yeah. I have you seen people see how soft the ACC is that they're only scheduling 9 conference games? And I'm thinking, nah, I think they're doing that because they want them to. You need to schedule an SEC or Big Ten.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
It's actually showing. It's one of the forward-thinking things that they've done to me.
Yeah. The other thing is the ACC tiebreaker situation is apparently changing. Now, they won't tell us what it is. It's a huge secret. They won't let us know.
Never will. They'll just keep it a secret and be like, if this happens again, they'll be like, yeah, Duke's not playing.
Well, apparently they're going to let us know prior to the 2026 season, which is a whole nother 8 months away. My question is, what would that tiebreaker look like?
My question is, why would it take 8 months? Is it that complicated?
I think they already figured it out. Yeah.
That you'd make, right?
They should have already figured it out. So if you have figured it out, why don't you just tell us now?
Yeah. What's the benefit of telling us later as opposed to now? What does that do for you?
It doesn't make any sense.
It ruins the secret.
Maybe they'll do it on Christmas. And they'll be like, this is your gift. We won't put a shitty team in the ACC top.
I mean, if they tell everybody now, it's no longer a secret. So
I think the tiebreaker should be all the teams that are in a tie should throw pies at Jim Phillips' face, and whoever hits him in the face the most goes to the playoffs or wins or goes to the ACC title game.
So this year you'd have like 500 people with pies.
Yeah.
Just all throw them at Jim Phillips.
And I think they need to be cream pies so innuendos can abound.
Damn.
Or we just put them in one of those carnival dunk tanks. That might make it easier.
You're saying you want a cream pie Jim Phillips?
I said dunk tank.
I'm talking about that's what Slim
Yeah,
was saying.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about like actual cream pies, just so we can make inappropriate innuendos.
I think what they should.
Always down for that.
I think what they should do is be like, we're announcing that the ACC show with Pigskin Pete and Sea Dog is going to pick the tiebreaker.
Well, we're more qualified than anybody.
That's what I mean. As crazy as that sounds, it's more qualified than what they're doing.
Yeah, well, you have a proven track record of like, I don't know what your variance on season predictions are that y'all do, but it's probably not any more than 2 games.
It's pretty good.
We're good.
It's pretty good.
There's a few teams we nailed, and then there's always like one stinker
Yeah.
that we whiff on, but everyone else is like within 1 or 2 games. But hey, Slim, I want to know: are you guys gonna freaking beat the ROTC school? Because if you do, I'm gonna have my cane shades on.
Not only are we going to beat the Nutcrackers during holiday season, because that's what they really look like, is a bunch of Nutcrackers. But as I've already explained to VicTube, Georgia will have no dynasty because Georgia's going to stick around until Miami breaks a foot off in their ass.
Oh, shit.
Woo! It's all about the youth. It's all about the youth.
Yeah, dude. I was telling C-Dog, we've never said anything bad about Miami.
Yeah,
and, like, this is why.
I'm gonna either get my cane shades on, or I'm gonna be twirling a big stick, and pretending to be a soldier.
Do you really have cane shades?
No, but I'll get some. I've been waiting on. This is about the only opportunity I'd put them on.
Just to piss off all the SEC homers, Miami's winning the Natty.
Ooh.
The most Miami thing ever would to be win the national title before they win the ACC.
That would be the most Miami thing ever, and that's why it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, it would be also hilarious for all of college football because the ACC has been so bad this year that you'd have a team that didn't even play in their conference title win it all.
It would be good for our agenda on the ACC show.
Yeah, look how deep the ACC is, dude. Imagine if Duke would have got in there. That would beat them even worse.
I mean, I think perception is that it's bad, but they're actually pretty good when you look at them non-con against other conferences. Like, yeah, Duke was bad, and we talked about it earlier. Like, Virginia Tech lost to 2 SEC teams, so that kind of skewed the numbers a little bit. But they ended up almost dead even, conference against conference.
They did, yeah.
So, I mean, how bad is the ACC really? I mean, if you're saying the ACC is just abysmal and garbage, well, so is the SEC because they almost have a 500 record against them.
What's our record versus the group?
I don't know. That's a good question. I looked it up power conference. I didn't look it up group of 5.
I imagine that doesn't make us look great.
That was what made us look bad, yeah.
I mean, did anyone other than Duke lose to a group team?
I think SMU did. Is that right? No. SMU lost to 2 Big 12 teams.
Okay, there you go.
Not much better though.
Syracuse probably lost to a group team.
Syracuse would probably lose to a D2 team.
Well, UConn beat multiple ACC teams this year, so I know someone
They
else
did.
lost to a group team.
Only ACC fans are saying the ACC is bad. Have you been living under a rock? That is not
Welcome
true.
to the internet. See, you joined
right.
yesterday.
That is not true.
No one's seeing that, buddy.
We get told that in every.
And by the way, none of us run around saying the ACC is great. We all just poke fun at the SEC homers.
And throw Notre Dame in there too.
Yeah.
Well, they've chilled out a little bit, haven't they? I haven't heard anything in the past 2-3 days.
Yeah, well, when spasmatic, always Irish is the voice of reason, you've jumped the shark.
Well, I think once there was that report of teams wanting to freeze them out of their schedule, then I didn't hear anything else from their AD after that.
Yeah, well, I think they were afraid that was actually going to happen, and they were like, oh, fuck.
Sure, fuck them. I don't want to deal with your stupidity.
Well, we talked about it at length, and I think it's been talked about at length on the internet, but this is not 1990 where Notre Dame is the only team with a TV deal that's on TV every week. Those days are gone.
Yeah. It's gone for real. It's not gone in their fans' minds, though. Somebody commented to me the other day on Twitter, like, well, Pete, how many ACC games are televised nationally every week? I go, every single fucking one.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you have a TV with rabbit ears on it, you can watch every ACC game every week.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was not a single Miami game that I didn't get to see on my television.
I mean, you can watch every Cal game, every Stanford game, every fucking Boston College game, every Syracuse game. I don't know what people are talking about. Do people still think that if it's not on CBS or ABC or NBC that it's not a nationally televised game anymore?
What does that have to do with them deserving to be in the playoffs or not?
Well, it doesn't.
That's how you know they're full of shit. Is they pivot to all this other stuff. Has nothing to do with anything.
Well, that's where a lot of the brand power from Notre Dame has really come over the last 30 odd years because they hadn't been worth a shit.
Right. What do all the teams that are poking their chest out about their brands have in common? They suck playing football. Florida State, Notre Dame. You heard it from North Carolina too.
Well, to be fair, North Carolina doesn't give a shit about football, though. It's all basketball with them.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're good at football, you talk about how good your team is. If you're not, you talk about your brand.
Mm-hmm. Did y'all see what Jeremiah Love said? And look, I picked Jeremiah Love. I thought he was the best player in college football. I thought he should win the Heisman. But I understand Mendoza. Anyway, the Heisman thing doesn't matter. Did y'all see what he said about the possible freeze out of Notre Dame scheduling?
No, I didn't.
He goes, well, it's just because we're Notre Dame and they're scared to play us.
Yeah, that's
no.
I mean, okay, does that make Notre Dame scared to play BYU?
Yes, it does.
You can tell that these guys don't think before they hit enter.
Well, he said
Jeremiah Love a little grace because he's 21, 22.
Yeah, I mean, he said that with his mouth in an interview. But even so, okay. but see, the thing is, the fans follow that. The fans think that too because he said it. They're like, oh yeah, but it was to play Notre Dame. Look how bad we would beat you. Well, how bad would you beat BYU? We would all like to know.
I've advocated, as long as I've been on the internet, that I want Notre Dame back on my schedule every year. So I guess that somehow makes us I don't know.
Well, nobody's scared to play them. Nobody. And I think they're a great team and a great program, but nobody's scared. Nobody's like, oh my God, we can't schedule Notre Dame. There's not a single team out there doing that.
And by the way, I'm not scared of Jeremiah Love either. We held him to 30 yards.
Yeah, Miami probably played him as well as anyone as far as preventing rushing yards. Well, you know what? Fuck them, though. Georgia Tech has a more recent national title than them. I don't know who they think they are. And they're like, oh, it's just half a national title. Well, half is more than zero. Either way you cut it. Fuck Notre Dame.
They lost to the two best teams they played. That's just all there is to it. And Jim Phillips, did y'all know, does his son go to Notre Dame?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Jim Phillips' son is a student at Notre Dame, which should be against the rules.
I didn't know that.
That should be against the rules.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that.
I do.
So his son can't go to any ACC school?
No,
or
just not
ACC
Notre
affiliated?
Dame.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree then.
I mean, that's like, I mean, listen, Kirk Herbstreit is actually the grand poobah of college football, so his kids shouldn't be able to go to Clemson.
That's not even close to the same thing. Kirk Herbstreit has no voting power in the playoff committee.
That's not what the internet says. Kirk Herbstreit runs everything.
No, he doesn't. I hate to tell the internet that he doesn't, but he doesn't.
Yeah, you know how we say the internet's undefeated? That's actually the dumbest shit ever. The internet's way defeated.
Yeah, they're down bad.
Yeah, they have a
real
horrible
bad
record.
Yeah, they have a horrible record. They have a losing record against 500 teams.
They have a losing record on any topic you can think of.
It's true. Oh. Anyway, we won't get to find out whether or not Notre Dame would wax the floor with BYU because they're too chicken to play. Instead, we get to see Georgia Tech and BYU. We'll get to that in a minute. I saw a video today that somebody sent me of the pregame or pre-bowl thing with Georgia Tech and BYU, and it was Brent Key, and what's the head coach of BYU's name?
I forget.
Anyway, it was those two standing together in front of the Pop-Tart Bowl trophy, which just happens to be a fucking toaster.
Hell yeah, dude, I want that thing.
And they both put Pop-Tarts in the toaster, and they pushed down, and they put that thing on 7. And what a great trophy. A toaster.
I lean into it. Now,
I agree.
I would say in most cases, Brent Key could put down more Pop-Tarts, but that BYU coach pretty thick.
Yeah, he's twice as big as Brent Key. At least in the belly area.
Yeah, I don't know if he's twice as big. He's definitely fatter.
He definitely eats a lot of Pop-Tarts. There's no doubt about that. But
he's probably eating 6,000 calories a day.
Yeah, but at least. People putting down the Pop-Tart Bowl. First of all, half of the teams in the country would love to be in the Pop-Tart Bowl. So there's that. That's number one. Number two, if an asteroid hit the Earth tomorrow and wiped out 90% of human race, it would be another 4 million years before anybody developed another toaster or a Pop-Tart, for that matter.
True.
So suck on that.
I didn't think about that. Pop-Tarts have really shown how technologically advanced we really are.
Ask your wife to. Your wife might be able to make the best dinner ever for Christmas or Thanksgiving, and she can bake anything. Ask her to make a fucking Pop-Tart. Let's see how that turns out. I bet she can't do it. That is a culinary engineering anomaly.
Yeah, how they get that shit in there?
Is a Pop-Tart considered a sandwich?
No.
Is it considered a donut?
It's closer to a donut than it is.
It says on the package toaster pastry.
Yeah.
Would you say no to sandwich, but then you had to consider if it was a donut?
Now, don't ask me how I know that it says that on the package. I should take my word for it that it does.
Yeah. Nothing to see here.
I'm pretty sure a Pop-Tart's not even real food.
Yeah, because it tears my stomach up.
You about to say diarrhea? You were about to say diarrhea, weren't you?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Pretty much every time I have to go to the bathroom, it's an emergency. I'll just put it that way.
I believe you.
Like, I have to get there with some haste whenever it is.
Damn.
Yeah.
I did have some blood work done, though, so I am addressing these issues.
Have you had the results yet?
Yeah, they weren't as bad as I thought. I think I got like a C, basically.
That's
that.
pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
C's passing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not 60, he's 30 something.
I'm 35. Basically, she's like, look, you are fat as fuck, but because you're younger, this isn't causing you issue, but she's like, you see your cholesterol is a little high, blood pressure is a little high. In 10 years, you're kind of going to be fucked, so do something about this. Pretty much what she said.
I had that too. I didn't have the high blood pressure, which is surprising because it runs in my family. My cholesterol is a little high.
Yeah.
What she's telling you is if you don't change your habits, then you're going to be dead at 60. That's what she's telling you.
Yeah. And I mean, she didn't say it like, I didn't hear
I'm saying it like that. She's being nice about it.
I was just, I don't know if you don't do this probably because you're married, but I intentionally scheduled her because she was attractive. And then I saw she had a wedding ring on. I was like, well, this is a fucking waste of time.
Well, no, he does that specifically because he's married. That's a good way to get away with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I got to get married.
Which sounds like this.
Gotcha. So I didn't mean to side.
I mean, I wouldn't advise that. Don't go that far.
That's what I'm hearing from you.
That's not what I said at all.
I mean, that actually brings up a good question. Do you schedule the smoking hot blonde or the guy named Mike with a hairy back to do your prostate exam?
Yeah, I'd rather die.
Stub your fingers.
I'd rather die early with the smoking hot blonde.
Yeah, if you're going to get some bad news, you at least would like it to come from an attractive lady.
Yeah.
Right? She was Indian, though. She wasn't blonde.
That's okay.
My parents' friends went and got his prostate exam and unfortunately nutted.
What?
What?
Yeah.
You said unfortunately.
You kind of just threw that out there like you were talking about Philo leaving, dude.
What are we doing?
Who says nut, by the way?
Yeah. Sea Dog does.
Nutted, bruh.
I mean, what do you expect? The gentleman doesn't own pants.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Sorry, man.
Unfortunately, he nutted.
I think it's funny that he told you about it too.
Well, of
I mean, if
course
that happened to me, I'd probably just keep it to myself.
Well,
Yeah.
of course, it's like a story that gets.
Yeah, since you want to put his dirty laundry out there, you want to put his name and address while you're at it?
I mean, is that something he tells at Thanksgiving dinner? Hey guys, guess what happened to me?
Well, I don't think he was alone.
Well, he definitely wasn't alone. There's somebody else's finger in his butt.
Yeah.
At least one other person was there.
I think maybe his wife or something was there.
Oh,
What would you say to me if I called you? I was like, dude, I got some bad news. I had my prostate exam. I nutted, bro.
I'd be like, damn.
What would you say to me?
I'd be like, that's rough, buddy.
it depends on the setting. Like if we were sitting around drinking and like you said that, I'd give you a high five or something. Yeah.
What do you mean, unfortunately, dude? Come on.
Yeah. It's a gift.
Kind of throw it off when he said unfortunately.
Yeah, well, we don't know all the details, dude.
Well, it wasn't a woman giving the exam.
Does it matter?
That's the unfortunate.
Your butthole doesn't know that.
Okay. Speaking of buttholes and fingers, Memphis and NC State are playing at 2:30 on Friday, December the 19th. And something tells me Dave Dorn's about to get something up his ass too, playing an 8-4 Memphis team.
Yeah. Yeah. How many opt-outs do you think NC State will have? Like, who will have more, do you think?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Because I thought NC State...
Can we hang on before we go any farther? Can we put a moratorium on the word opt out? Because that is such a bullshit word. They're quitters.
Yeah.
All right, how many people are quitting?
People are quitting. That doesn't matter to me.
Well, I'm pretty sure that NC State players started quitting in week 3. So, I mean,
They didn't call it opting out. They just...
I'm thinking
They
they
quit
won
against
5
Georgia
years
Tech.
ago.
They played quite inspired against us.
Well, our defense opted out for a few games there.
Yeah. I want to take a moment too to appreciate
how have y'all looked about how bad the bowl matchups are for the ACC? Like Pitt is playing East Carolina, NC State's playing friggin'
They deserve this.
Memphis.
Hey, it gives them a chance to improve the conference record against the non-power five.
Yeah, well, one team that's not going to improve the conference record, like usual, is NC State. Memphis is going to beat them by 4 touchdowns. NC State's favored by 4.5 points. Lay everything you got. Sell your car, mortgage your house, whatever you got to do. NC State's losing this game by 3 touchdowns.
Take credit cards out in your kids' name.
Dorm's job this year.
Sell your Bitcoin. Whatever you got to do.
Putting money on this game, Pete?
Of course I am.
All right.
Yeah, taking the over.
Okay.
Watch,
You didn't even have to say that.
NC State isn't going to score a point and fuck up his over.
You just
Yeah,
asked me
they're gonna get
if I
drugged.
had money on this
That's
game.
happy.
Does a bear shit in the woods? Come on, man. What are you talking to here?
Yeah.
Well, you don't bet on every game, so I mean,
Well,
or do you?
no,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
But it's bowl season, so pretty much, yeah, probably 80% of the bowl games I'll bet on.
So the same number of kids that are hitting the portal, that's the same percentage of
Yeah,
games you're betting
and I'm
on in the
definitely
bowl.
betting against NC State in every. Well, I just said that. I lied. I'm not betting against NC State here, but I am taking the over. No, Memphis will score. It'll be 45-30.
Did Memphis
Memphis.
lose?
I don't know about that because NC State offensively the last few games has not looked good at all.
Yeah.
Who did they lose their coach to? Was it
Memphis.
Arkansas? Yeah. Did
I don't
Arkansas
know.
take their coach or something? I'm pretty sure they don't have their coach anymore, and Arkansas got him.
Okay.
Why is the panel focused on rectums? We're talking about NC State. That's why.
I mean,
Yeah.
Rectums and NC State have a lot in common.
Yeah.
Rec talks about rec comes. I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Moving on to Saturday, December the 20th, the first game of the Saturday playoffs, Miami and Texas A&M. I've already given my thoughts on this on the Lunch Money Show last night. I've got Miami. I got accused of being an ACC homer. I don't know where people get this from. That I'm an ACC homer. They go, we got an ACC show, so you must be an ACC homer. I go, well, no. I mean, it just so happens the team that I pull for is in the ACC. Why would I make an SEC show? That'd be stupid.
Just to prove I'm not an ACC homer, I'm only talking about the SEC now.
Yeah.
I wish we would make an SEC show.
Here's the problem with that. If you had an SEC show, it would fail like every other.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete doesn't want to be a loser, so he does the ACC.
I mean, the truth is, I don't give a shit about Miami, and I don't give a shit about Texas A&M. As a matter of fact, I think it's hilarious that Miami hasn't won the ACC in 20 years.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. But they're the hotter team right now than Texas A&M. When's the last time Miami lost a football game? What month was that? October? When's the last time Texas A&M lost a game? 2 weeks ago?
The last one they played.
The last one they played.
Well, as flawless logic as that is, I'm gonna have to go ahead and take Texas A&M because I think Miami is hanky-panky and good for nothing.
That's very vague.
Diego Mags
That is a very vague statement. Hanky panky, and what else did you say?
and good for nothing and hanky-panky.
What? Okay.
Diego Mags.
I mean, I think we just finally figured out why Sea-Dog is a Georgia Tech fan.
Yeah.
I'm
Why?
gonna be attending yell practice.
Because anybody that describes a football team as hanky-panky is only going to be a Georgia Tech fan.
Oh, it's an A&M reference. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm on board now.
That's the yell practice thing they do.
Oh, yeah. All right. Hanky panky.
You got to work on your trash. I love you, but when you have to explain your trash talk,
It's you guys' fault for not knowing the crazy, weird traditions that Texas A&M has.
I did know that. I just didn't pick up on it from the way you said it, but
we
I
needed a
didn't do
video.
I didn't do the voice. I didn't do the voice the first time.
This is a tough one to pick.
it really is a tough one to pick. A&M is favored by 3.5 points at home. This is a home game for Texas A&M. So Vegas, for those of you who don't know how Vegas works, you typically get around 3 or 3.5 points for being the home team. So in Vegas, in the line setter's mind anyway, this is a pretty equal matchup here.
Texas A&M has one of the best home field advantages in the country.
I keep hearing that. Where's all their national titles to go along with that? They don't exist.
Dude, they haven't won a national title since Hitler ruled most of Europe.
And even then, that was a... Anyway.
That was a time reference, by the way.
Yeah.
Elko's is a really good defensive guy, and A&M has a good defense. Miami is getting it together on both sides of the ball, but it is a road game. So I think if you had to bet this game, you would take A&M, but I don't know. I guess I'd take A&M here.
Well,
Would you take the over-under? Because that's equally as confusing to me.
I'd take the... Well, who are you asking here? I'd take the over.
yeah, Pete would obviously take the over. I'm actually going to lean towards the under. Of course, I think Miami's going to win the game. Listen, I think both teams are going to have trouble running the ball. That's the strength. That's the best part of Miami's defense. Both teams have great defenses. I think they're both top 10 defenses. So I think both teams are going to struggle to run the ball. So it's going to come down to the pass game. Whose arm would you trust more, Carson Beck or Marcel Reed? I don't think there's a comparison there.
That's a good point. It's not necessarily the arm. This is where it gets tricky. Is both these teams have really good players, and there is a mental aspect. And like Texas almost got beat by South Carolina. They had to rally 30 points to win, and then they just lost to Texas, right?
Yeah.
Which was it's not a good team. Miami's kind of got more of the confidence going on.
That's what I'm saying.
Take Miami here.
I like the experience at quarterback more. Yeah, people can say what they want to about Carson Beck. Yeah, when he's bad, he's bad. But when he's good, he's really good. And Miami has had this sort of thing all year where they play up to their competition and down to their competition, and they seem to show up in these primetime games, like this one will be. So I'm going with Miami. Now, my level of confidence that they're going to win, I'm not saying, like, oh, Miami's guaranteed to win this will be easy. No, of course I'm not saying that. But I'm rolling with Miami on this one. And it's not because they're in the ACC. For all you people out there who just tell me that because I'm an ACC guy. No. I think they can win this game. I think they're trending up and A&M's trending down right now. So
I'm also not worried about, because somebody pointed this out to me on Twitter the other day. I'm not worried about Marcel Reed trying to run the ball around on us because, number one, he's not as much of a runner as people try and make him out to be. But number two, Miami's played 5 dual threat quarterbacks this year. You know what the combined yardage was of all 5 of those dual threat quarterbacks? 73 yards.
the only thing that does give me pause about picking Miami in this is that if it's a close game at the end of the game, Elko is less likely to make a bonehead decision than Cristobal is. That's the only thing.
You're about to set off Slim.
I mean, I'm just being real. I mean,
it takes a lot more than that to set me off. I am no amateur, sir.
he probably secretly agrees with me.
Yeah, that would be my question to Slim. Are you worried that Cristobal's game decisions could cost you this game? Do you have any worry about that?
I will answer your question with another one that's relevant to this year. Name me the game this year that a bonehead Cristobal decision cost us or almost cost us.
The game we're about to talk about right now, Louisville.
No, Carson Beck's 5 interceptions cost us that game. Not any of
It wasn't over. It wasn't over until that last drive.
Once again, how does Carson Beck's 4 interceptions because one of them was called back? How is that Cristobal's decision making?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because if your quarterback's struggling and already thrown 2 picks, you might not want to be putting the ball in the air as much.
Okay.
Or throwing across the middle of the field as much.
Then you're
you
griping with
throw
the offensive coordinator. And I've had a few gripes with him this year.
I just hope it doesn't come down to a 4th down situation.
My neck on that because I have been on record saying I have seen Mario back off and let the coordinators coordinate.
Well, you're starting to sound like me with Davo.
Well, not really. I'd be a hypocrite for praising Cristobal for doing that because I believed him to be micromanaging before he made that decision to let the damn coordinators do their job. I don't always agree with the coordinator's decision. I'm sure he doesn't always agree with the coordinator's decision. But I'd rather him let him do their damn job because he knows they know more about coordinating than he does because he ain't never done it.
Well, there's some nuance to that. There's letting them do their job and not, like he's an offensive line guy, right? Not forcing them to run the ball but because you want to. And then there's analytics are saying do X. The coordinator's doing something that goes with analytics that doesn't make sense for the game and the situation you're in. Like with, I don't know, Florida State. It didn't cost you the game. It was a dumb decision.
I didn't hate the decision. I like taking a risk. Because I said the same thing about who was it? It was Manny last year when he took that risk to go for 2 and win the game in overtime against SMU.
I don't disagree with that decision. Now, I will say usually the more talented team is favored in more overtimes, but either way, speaking of teams that got boned in their bowl draw and playing Toledo.
Yeah, Louisville and Toledo.
Dude, that is the most brutal matchup. But Louisville did have a horrible end of the season, so I don't know.
They did. They got the same record as Toledo.
Yeah, I like Louisville here. I mean,
yeah,
this is a crazy matchup.
So
what is this bowl? The Flagler Credit. Oh, that's the stadium. What's the bowl?
Boca Raton.
Yeah, Boca Raton Bowl.
Nah, not any Boca Raton Bowl. That's Bushes.
Yeah.
So hang on a minute. I just realized that the winner of Miami and Texas A&M doesn't play Georgia at all.
Well,
no, Georgia plays the winner of Ole Miss and Tulane.
After they get because Miami's going to wipe the floor with Ohio State. That beef has been simmering for 20 years.
Well, yeah, but then you're going to be facing either Ole Miss or Tulane because Georgia's going to lose before then. So.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Georgia can't lose before then. Georgia's going to bye.
Well,
but they play the winner.
They play the winner of Ole Miss and Tulane.
Yeah. So they'll lose to whatever one of them. I thought they were going to.
Well, Sea Dog's right. So I was assuming that Georgia was going to.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I thought the winner of Texas and Miami.
That's one of the biggest disappointments in the bracket is the Tulane Ole Miss matchup playing against Georgia. But either one of those teams are going to lose to Georgia. Sorry.
What if Ole Miss beat Georgia without?
That would be funny, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
They lose to them with Lane and then beat them without them.
That would be hilarious. It really would be.
Georgia might have the easiest path to the championship than any team in the 12-team playoff.
See, this is setting up as a media's wet dream for Miami. because they got A&M first, who A&M and Miami are the two teams that Notre Dame lost to. So they're going to play each other. Then Miami's going to get their 20-year grudge match revenge against Ohio State. Then Carson Beck is going to beat Georgia. And then to top it off, the cherry on top, the national championship game is played in Hard Rock Stadium, and Miami is undefeated in national championship games in Miami.
If
Yeah.
that happened,
Well, who are they going to be playing in your scenario?
Yeah.
Indiana?
I don't care. It doesn't matter. They're beating them by 1,000,000.
All right. Well, I'll subscribe.
Yeah, they have the hardest road to the championship. Miami does.
Georgia losing to Carson Beck after running him off will be hilarious.
Yeah, well, when Tampa won the Super Bowl, they had the hardest road and made it look easy.
Right.
this is why we're not homers.
Road.
This is why we're not homers. We're not rooting for Miami because they're an ACC team. We go with what's the funniest outcome.
We really tend to.
I guess Miami does kind of have the hardest road.
They do.
Yeah, because if Miami were to win it all, they would have to beat A&M, Ohio State, Georgia, and then...
I mean, I guess by definition,
either Alabama or Indiana, I think.
by definition, you could say that A&M has the hardest road too, because they're the one that plays Miami in the first round.
Yeah, they're both in a rough path.
That's
Whoever wins that.
Yeah, they're in a rough way.
Yeah.
It's a rough way.
I'm going to pick
And
Indiana.
then, like we said earlier, it would be the most Miami thing ever to win a natty and still not win the ACC.
Yeah.
Look at this game here.
This is tougher.
So this is a game that nobody cares about, the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl. Anybody who's ever stayed at the Sheraton, it's funny. I would imagine there's no Sheratons in Hawaii.
There's a Motel 6 in Hawaii.
I've stayed at a couple Sheratons, and nothing about that screams Hawaii to me. But whatever. Cal is playing at Hawaii. Hawaii, first of all, is playing in the Hawaii Bowl, which I think should be illegal.
That should be investigated.
It should be
everyone's
investigated.
Talking about tampering.
Yeah.
What about this bullshit?
Yeah, this is tampering, collusion, everything all wrapped into one. This is a home game for Hawaii.
Yeah, and how come they get two eyes?
Now, to be fair, half of the players that play for Cal are from Hawaii, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. But Cal is favored by 1.5 points here. I have a hard time believing Cal won't just win this game outright easily. Yeah, I mean, does anybody disagree with that, or is home field advantage 3,000 miles away that worth 1.5 points? Maybe it is. I don't know.
Well, they're used to traveling thousands of miles every other week anyway.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean,
That's a good point.
Cal's bad, but they're not Hawaii bad.
Right.
So yeah, give me Cal. They're only a 1.5 point favorite.
That's what I'm saying.
That's cause for pause.
I'm itching.
I mean, everything says mash the over.
I know.
The over, but
I'm starting to break out in hives here. I can't bet this fast enough. Baylor man says it's a trap.
I mean, is there something we don't know? Is there a bunch of people quitting for Cal? They did fire their coach.
Please.
And have they hired one?
I don't know.
Yeah, stay away from this, Pete. Actually, the more I think about it.
Yeah. I'll put some Benadryl on it instead of itching. I won't bet it. I'll just stay away from that.
Yeah, take your Benadryl. Or just get so drunk you pass out and forget to bet it. Whatever you got to do.
I'll do the former.
Or take a bunch of Benadryl and trip.
What if I drink a bunch and take Benadryl? What happens then?
I think that's the most likely scenario.
Yeah. You might end up betting it 20 times like you did over here. I don't know, it might go the opposite way.
Save that one for your live bets.
Yeah, that's what, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea, Slim. Pittsburgh at East Carolina and the Go Bowling Military Bowl. What is this? The fucking Nate the Great Bowl? What is the Go Bowling Military Bowl?
And why is Army not in it, or whoever's?
Yeah, why do we not have service academies in the military bowl? This is actually heresy.
So Hawaii's in the Hawaii Bowl. You don't have a service academy in the military bowl?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because contrary to belief, in College Station, Texas, there are only 3 service academies.
This is a terrible matchup too. We got really
beat the shit.
We got really lucky with ours.
Yeah, you guys did get lucky that Notre Dame backed out.
The problem is then we got unlucky that our entire team got torn apart.
Yeah, I'm not feeling very lucky.
Now we have nothing, and we're going to
get whatever.
By BYU.
Hey, you still got Haynes King. Have faith.
I've got a game of him. Whatever's left of him.
Hold on, we have some dissent in the chat. The Coast Guard Academy is not, as far as sports are concerned, they're not a factor. So,
Coast Guard's like D3 even then, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
They have a team?
They do have a team, yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Somebody found a Coast Guard helmet and sent it to him.
Yeah, they do have a team. I think Slim's right. I think it's either D2 or D3.
What is their mascot? Someone in the chat tell me what the Coast Guard is.
Yeah, what is the Coast Guard mascot? It better be something in the ocean. A bear? Man, get the fuck out of here. Could it be like a dolphin or a shark or something?
This shows you
bear?
how efficient government really is.
I've been on the ocean a bunch of times. I've never seen a bear in the ocean. Not once.
Well, and on that topic, Space Force needs an academy yesterday, and if their mascot isn't Marvin the Martian, I'm throat punching whoever the president is.
Oh, shit. That's the next Space Jam.
I'm not disparaging the Coast Guard Academy. I'm talking about their sports team, which is dog shit. So, sorry. My alma mater just won the state championship of South Carolina. They could beat the Coast Guard team. What do you think about that? Anyway.
I should make another alternate channel just to cover the Coast Guard team. And just talk mad shit.
They may not even stream those games.
Yeah, I'd have to go to them.
I'm either to get super rich in this bowl cycle or I'm going to go completely broke. Which one do y'all think it's going to be?
Everybody on the internet's a millionaire, so probably get extremely rich.
Pittsburgh is only a 7.5 point favorite over East Carolina. Now, come on. I don't want to hear any Georgia Tech fan talk about, well, East Carolina is pretty good. Y'all got destroyed by Pittsburgh, man. Come on.
What? What?
It's just tough on bowl games with all the bullshit that goes on, but it's not a ridiculously high line. I would take Pitt minus 7.5 for that.
Yeah.
This is one I would bet if I was you.
Rumpy Clemson fan says I'll be broke down bad broke. God damn.
But don't bet the over-under.
No, I'll take Pitt minus 7.5 in that one.
Sounds like a good Christmas for the gypsy.
Nah. Then we're moving on to some of the games that actually matter. Depending on who you ask. Penn State and Clemson in the Pinstripe Bowl. Clemson a 3.5 point favorite over Penn State. Of course, Penn State coachless. I mean, they do have a coach technically, but I don't think he's coaching in this game. 6-6 Penn State against 7-5 Clemson.
It's Clemson. I would take Clemson at a bigger spread on this game.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Penn State's a mess.
I don't know.
Antonio Williams is not playing. Khalil Barnes is not playing, which I don't think really matters. Antonio Williams not playing is a big deal. That's their best offensive weapon as far as receiver. Huh?
It's Clubfoot playing.
Yeah, of course he is.
Okay, then Clemson's losing.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll move on to the next one then. I guess. Clemson losing to Penn State because Klubnik's playing.
Does anyone at Penn State give a shit about this bowl game?
I don't think so. There was a Penn State fan in the chat earlier that said, what time do we play and what day? So they don't even know what day it is.
So we know more about their team at the moment than they do.
Yeah. They gave up 6 weeks ago, dude. They have no idea. I bet you, and I'm not even kidding. This isn't even a joke. I bet you that stadium, it's going to be at Yankee Stadium. It's going to be 70% Clemson fans.
You going?
No.
You don't want to go to New York, dude?
Not particularly.
Yeah, me either. Fuck it.
If you would have said Penn State was playing Clemson in the postseason and in the preseason, everybody would have thought it'd be a playoff.
In the playoff game, not in the Pinstripe Bowl.
Not the Pinstripe Bowl.
I mean, look, I got to say this. If you're going to go to a shitty bowl, I mean, that's one of the cooler ones to go to. It's in New York City. It's in Yankee Stadium. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's terrible because seating in a baseball stadium is not the same as seating for a football game. You can't see a damn thing.
That's not true at all. It's the opposite.
I think it's terrible.
It's small. It's a smaller stadium.
The only thing worse than playing a football game in a baseball stadium is playing a football game on the infield of a NASCAR track.
As far as ACC
Those
matchups,
two things are opposite.
This is one of the better ones. I'm gonna watch it,
Yeah.
but I'm not watching Louisville versus Toledo.
I'll watch that.
I'm not watching that.
Are you
On,
okay?
like a Tuesday?
Yeah, I know.
Why do you've had hiccups for like days? I talked to you on the phone, you had hiccups yesterday.
I can't do.
There's a correlation.
Now he's yawning. He went from hiccuping to yawning within 2 seconds. That's got to be some kind of a medical anomaly.
Look, man, I went back to work and baby's been keeping me up.
I hear you. Oh, I've been there. Georgia Tech and BYU. Now this is the game that should have never happened because Notre Dame shouldn't have backed out of this game, but it did. But they did, and Georgia Tech had to come and pick up the slack here. I don't know what to think about this game. BYU is favored by 4.5 points.
I'm surprised it's that small of a line.
Yeah,
And this is
BYU.
You like BYU here?
Yeah, BYU keeps their coach. I haven't heard any staff leaving. I don't think they even have many quitters. Georgia Tech loses their entire offensive staff. They're going to have a guy that hadn't called plays since Keys Intermere and their quarterback coach. The Tech fan base is on fire. I mean, everything tells you to take BYU here.
But
Man.
And under 56.5.
It's Hayes' last game.
Yeah, it was his last time playing Georgia, too. How'd that work out?
So who is sitting?
Hey, on the bright side, we retained our defensive staff.
Who's sitting out for Georgia Tech? That's important.
We have a linebacker that's decent that's opted out.
Who?
Jordan Melvin or something.
Oh. I don't even recognize
That's
him.
it.
We have a backup center. Yeah, I don't think we have.
Yeah, I'm
many
going.
guys that are
Come on, man. What are you guys doing? Fuck
But
Buster
that's
Faulkner.
as of today. That's as of today. Won't
Wait,
surprise
is
me.
Polo he was a backup?
Maybe not.
I think you're just down bad on Georgia Tech because of Buster Faulkner and Philo leaving. I think you're overdoing this here a little bit.
You don't
At our full strength, we probably could beat BYU. I mean, you saw how bad we were playing in November.
Yeah, but because Philo left, like Isaiah Canyon, who, if you're not a Tech fan, you probably don't know, really, really good wide receiver. It won't surprise me if he sits out. Wouldn't surprise me if the better running back between Haynes and Hosley, being Hosley, sits out. As of today, it doesn't look bad, but by the time we get here, we're going to have more quitters for sure.
Yeah.
Christmas. So it's next weekend.
I mean, you just lost the future of your offense in Aaron Philo, so you're going to have more offensive players leave too.
I'm inclined to take Georgia Tech as the underdog, but you guys are talking me out of it, so.
Well, like I said, everything points to.
Give me BYU and the points at this point.
What about the over-under, 56.5?
I'd take under.
I like the under, too, there, actually.
Yeah, because I don't know that Georgia Tech's going to score a lot of points. BYU's defense is pretty good, I think. Like, yeah, Texas Tech put up a bunch on them, but they're the fourth seed, right? I mean, so.
Yeah, BYU doesn't have opt-outs, do they? Isn't it like part of their religion they got to stay till the end or whatever?
Yeah, Joseph Smith comes down and takes a wife from you if you opt out or something.
I'll take 2 of your wives if you sit out of the bowl game. Maybe even 3 of them.
Add to my collection.
All right. Well, you talked me out of betting that one. Thank you for that.
Well, I think talk me into betting it. Like I said, I'm going to take BYU and to lay the points.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The Tax Slayer Bowl, the Gator Bowl, Virginia and Missouri. This actually might be one of the better games of the bowl season. Oh, shit. What did I just do there? Oops. There it is. Virginia and Missouri. Missouri favored by 7 points. I don't know, man.
I like Virginia here.
I do too. I'm definitely biased here, though. I'm not going to lie.
I take Virginia plus 7, and I take under 47.5.
If I hadn't watched the ACC title game, I might agree with you.
I would definitely take the over. As a matter of fact, I like the over more than I like Virginia. 47.5 points?
Not a lot, I know.
Yeah.
Definitely like the over, but
Love it.
I don't know if I like Virginia to win this game at all.
Who are Missouri's 4 losses?
Let's see. They lost to Alabama, Vanderbilt, I think. Let me see. Can I click on their name here? We can find out. Yeah. Can do that.
That's like that toaster technology.
All right, so they lost to Alabama, Vanderbilt, Texas A&M, and Oklahoma. So 4 of the top 6 teams in the SEC is who they lost to. Pretty much.
Yeah, actually, give me Missouri here.
Yeah, they had a rough schedule. They really
Who
did.
did they beat, though, is also important. Let's look.
Yeah, they beat South Carolina. I don't know who their best win was. Maybe South Carolina, which isn't saying much. So.
Actually, just stay the hell away from this game. Who fucking knows, dude?
I like the over. But I don't know, man. Virginia's a sneaky team. We'll see if they can hang in there. Look, I'm definitely biased on this one. I just want to see Tony Elliott win and get a 11-win season. They're 10-3 right now. 11-3 would be an amazing season for Tony Elliott. So, and plus Eli Drinkowitz is a fucking douchebag. So, there is that.
Yeah, he stands on business, though.
Yeah,
Who's more douchey, Drinkowitz or Narduzzi?
Probably Narduzzi.
Yeah, probably Narduzzi. I mean, in a douche off, it's very, very close. Very, very close in a douche off battle.
So it'd be Narduzzi plus 4.5.
Yes.
I don't know. How do you score in a douche off?
Who makes you?
You're overthinking it. Just roll with it.
I'm into this now.
Arizona State and Duke might be a good one too. Actually,
Are they still starting Jeff Sims at Arizona State?
I don't know. See, I gotta some of these type of games you have to look into before you start thinking about betting it, because who knows?
Just based on what I know, I'll take Duke.
Duke is favored by 2.5 here. And the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. So this game is, I believe, is the Sun Bowl in Texas or Arizona? I think it's in Arizona.
The Sun Bowl is in El Paso, Texas.
It's in Texas. Okay.
And I went to the Sun Bowl one year. I think Miami played Notre Dame, I think. And it was like 30 degrees and a blizzard.
Wow.
In El Paso?
It's at UTEP's home stadium. Yeah, give me Duke here. And this, again, I'll stay away from this one. I really don't. I don't have any interest in betting in that one.
Is Mensa playing, or is he going to go somewhere else?
I haven't heard anything about it. As far as I know, he's staying.
Okay.
Give me Duke in the 2.5.
There you go.
Yeah. I like Duke 2.5 or the over in that one.
Another Arizona team, Arizona and SMU, and the Trust and Will Holiday Bowl.
Is that like thoughts and prayers?
I guess I don't know what that is. I guess if you want to set up a trust,
It's that website for $5 you can make your own will.
yeah, or set up a trust.
Yeah.
Hey, Grandma, when you die, can I get some shit? Let's go to trustandwill.com here.
Basically, that's their pitch.
Okay.
Well, I don't trust SMU, and I don't know. I wouldn't will Arizona shit.
Buddy, Arizona made you money, I think. You got to take Arizona here.
Arizona -3 against SMU.
Arizona, Kansas State's the one you kept betting. You got to take Arizona.
Oh, yeah, let me write this down. They've done me right. You're right. I can't lose on them, actually.
No, you tried to. Couldn't do it.
I tried to 5 times. Won all 5 times.
Yeah. That's advanced analytics right
That is, yeah, that's exactly what that is. I won more money on Arizona this year than I did any other team
And they're Bears,
in one night.
right? Yeah, dude. You should be basically an Arizona fan at this point.
Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego is, well, I have no idea what stadium that is. That's not the Charger Stadium. No.
What is a Snapdragon?
A Snapdragon is a flower.
That's SDSU Stadium.
Oh, San Diego State's stadium? Okay. It's funny that Rick said, what's a Snapdragon?
I don't. Is that common knowledge?
I thought so, yeah.
Tell me in the chat how many people knew what a Snapdragon was.
I bet you most of them did.
I mean, half the people on this panel know what it is, so.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a damn gardener, man. I don't know what y'all want.
You don't
me to
have to be a gardener to know what a Snapdragon is.
I mean, I'm not either, but I knew what it was.
That sounds like some Lord of the Rings shit to me,
He
buddy.
technically was like a half-ass gardener, so.
Yeah, that's Clemson's thing, though, right? Your horticulture or whatever. So you got an advantage over me.
Pete worked for a golf courses and landscaping company, so.
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, so there's no way I would have known what that was over you.
Well, not over me, but I think it's pretty common knowledge. My wife knows what it is, and she doesn't. I mean, she can't even. If she touches something green, it dies.
Damn. All right. I'll go research flowers and shit. I'll be prepared next year.
That woman managed to kill a cactus, okay?
Is that true?
That is true.
Damn. And she knew it.
Yeah, you almost have to try. You almost have to go out of your way to do that. That's actually true. Yeah. All right. The last one here is the Duke's Mayo Bowl, which is the most disgusting bowl because I just don't like mayonnaise.
Yeah, mayonnaise is bullshit.
Unless it's in egg salad, chicken salad, or tuna salad. It's disgusting. Wake Forest at Mississippi State. Mississippi State favored by 4. Another ACC versus SEC matchup here.
Mississippi State is favored. That is brutal.
Yeah, at
Jimmy's
5 and
on the
7.
money line.
Wake Forest quarterback, I believe, is transferring out. Their running back that's transferring. Wake Forest is basically like playing with half a team. They've got a bunch of guys transferring out.
Wake Forest is going to lose. An 8-4 Wake Forest is going to lose to a 5-7 Mississippi State.
Oh, this is a 5-win team playing a bowl. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We need.
and they're
more to
favored
win
in
this.
it.
And they're going to win the 5-win team.
Crazy.
In Charlotte, where we played the ACC title.
They're playing Wake Forest, okay? You realize how good Wake Forest is?
I'm off the Wake Forest thing. They did their job. They won the games they needed to get Georgia Tech in position to get to the ACC title, and we still shit the bed.
Yeah, Wake Forest is going to lose this game.
This is totally the type of game that the ACC would lose.
Well, they're going to.
Horrible.
Well, shit.
I would bet my mortgage on this game.
You should do that, dude.
You should do that.
With your kid now.
There's not a single game we've talked about tonight or at all on the entire freaking show of all time that I've been more confident
Damn.
that Mississippi State is winning this game.
Damn.
Well, go set up a college fund for your kid. Talk to the bank tomorrow. Take out a second mortgage, and then do it, dude.
Yeah.
You can just win in life right here.
I've just seen enough ACC football. I've just seen this.
Well, like I said, half of Wake Forest team is not playing in this game. That's the reason they're an underdog to a 5-7 team. So, it would be hilarious if they won.
I
No.
want that Claiborne kid.
Yeah, it would be hilarious if they won, but it's like Rex said, that's the problem with these bowl games now. It's outside of the playoffs, you have so many people either transferring or just gonna quit on the team for the game that it makes it almost impossible to try and pick them.
Yeah.
Well, that's the first question you have to ask in every one of these matchups. Who's playing? First of all, there are people that have opted out of playoff games already, like last year. It probably happened this year too, so I don't know.
Yeah, didn't a wide receiver for Ohio State opt out?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think it was Emeka Ibuka who's playing in fucking Tampa now.
No. There you have it, everybody. There will be no show next week because it's going to be December the 23rd, I think.
Are you opting out of the ACC show?
I am. I had plans that
It's
night.
not even Christmas Eve. What the hell?
I had plans that night.
Of course you do.
Yes.
How dare you make plans during the ACC show?
Believe me, whatever I'm doing, I'd rather be doing this.
I was thinking about going to Haynes King. The Haynes King is having a ceremony tonight at halftime of the basketball game.
For what?
For being ACC Player of the Year, and he's also signing autographs. I gave it up so I could come be on the ACC show.
Oh,
That
stop
is
it.
Dedication.
That's not why you gave it up.
That's why.
That's not why.
You called him a liar, Pete?
Yes, I just called him a liar.
I am freaking. I'm that dedicated.
You're so dedicated that half the time you're doing the show from a Chick-fil-A drive-through.
Hey, guys, I'm here. Hey, let me get a number one.
Yeah.
No pickle.
What'd you say, Mississippi State and who? Hey, can I get a number one? Extra barbecue sauce. Thank you.
Don't let us interrupt you.
Either that or he can't get his TV dinner to thaw in the microwave.
You're home tonight because you got a baby there. That's why you came home. And that's okay. You can
My
just
wife
say
was
that.
The one that told me about it. And
You
so
can
I
just
should-
say that.
No, it's true.
Hey, you showed up with the milk. You're already a better parent than my father.
Damn.
Hey, 38 years. I'm still waiting on that motherfucker to show up with the milk.
Yeah, Slim's dad went out to get milk, never came back.
Is that why you're called Slim? Like you got this M&M thing going on?
No. I didn't give myself this name. Unfortunately, a dumbass other YouTuber did, and it just kind of stuck.
I do love him.
Kind of like how Pinecone is his given name, right?
Oh, T2Y, yeah.
Yeah.
Pinecone's a great name, dude. I wish I could
Pinecone's so
change
much
my.
better than whatever other name he has.
Yeah, I want a name like Pinecone or what was that guy on Edward's show?
Dumpster Rick.
Yeah,
Dumpster Rick. That sounds like a garbage pail kid.
yeah, that's what I would choose if I could.
That
do
was
it
the
over
funniest thing. Lunch Money show. He comes on. It was like right when he first started doing those streams, and Uncle Lou's like, "Who is this character?" He's like, "Oh, that's Dumpster Rick."
again. Everybody knows about Dumpster Rick.
Everybody knows Dumpster Rick.
I mean, Dumpster Rick was way better than the fucking inmate in Amsterdam that he had.
Oh, my God. What? No, what was his name?
Saha, Mike Saha.
Saha.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he still does live streams for 23 hours a day where he stabs like rubber dummies. Like he's in the
shows how
special
superior
forces
he
or
is to
something.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Nothing
He's
on his walls
got like an
covers
apartment
his-
somewhere in Sweden where there's no furniture, nothing hanging on the walls. It looks like a literal prison cell.
It
Yeah,
does.
tell me more how European culture and just Europe in general is way better than the United States.
Well, if you're going to judge it based off that guy, then yeah. Some tells me that doesn't encapsulate all of Europe. But
Yes.
I mean, okay, neither does some random asshole on the internet over here, but they do it.
no, that's different. It depends on what I'm arguing.
Well, this show here encapsulates a bunch of geniuses. That's what it does.
Yes.
And on that note, we're gonna end the show here. Thank you, Rec Talk, for coming in. Even though you're sick, get better soon.
Dedicated, man. Appreciate
Yes,
it.
appreciate you. Thank you as well, Slim Shady, as usual.
Go Canes, bring that natty home to the ACC. Somebody's got to do it.
There, yeah, you got. That's the only chance we got, buddy.
Hey, and
Yeah.
that's a hell of a chance right there.
That's one chance we got. That's it. We got one chance. So you're saying there's a chance? Yes, we got one chance.
Yes, there is a chance.
All right, see you later, Slim.
Yes, sir.
All right, Sea Dog, go be with your family and your baby.
All right, man.
Shout out to Sea Dog 2 and Mrs. Sea Dog.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
All right. I'll see you.
And Philo. Philo!
Hello.
All right, buddy.
See ya.
All right, everybody, that's going to do it for me as well. I will be back. I'll be live Friday night at 8. I think the game starts at 8, right? Yeah, the Oklahoma and Alabama game. I'll be live for that at 8 p.m. I'll be live again on Saturday at noon for Miami and Texas A&M. So back-to-back live streams on Friday and Saturday. Appreciate all of you for stopping in, and have a great rest of your Tuesday.